Now, to help us assess the political impact of Day 6 of Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment trial, we are joined by political strategist Ms. Malu Tiquia. Good morning, Malu, and welcome back to Morning Matters.
Good morning, ladies, and good morning to
Good
all your
morning.
viewers. And
Okay, so first of all, Malu, how would you assess this trial so far? We've already seen 6 days of this historic impeachment trial, but for you, who appears to have the momentum?
I think both camps would probably have their own respective momentum in the sense that the prosecution is claiming that they were able to prove grave threat in their presentation, while the defense is saying that the person you placed there, the digital forensic expert, is not really an expert, and Attorney Lotok doesn't actually have the needed information in order to establish intent. Um, what strikes me is the prosecution was able to present the video. My take there is that should have not been presented at all, for the simple reason that the public doesn't really know what really happened during that dawn presser. Now everyone is having a sense of nangyari pala talaga yon. It wasn't clear for the defense whether they are saying it is authentic. I guess we will have to wait for the turn of the defense, because right now the procedure is the prosecution will present all the 4 charges and their witnesses and their evidence, and then the defense will be able to come in with their own evidence and witnesses. So medyo mahaba. And to summarize, that day 6 was really for the prosecution or the defense may not be right at this time. Ang nagiging problema ko lang dun sa 6 days is it's so technical.
Right.
When you do social listening, which we do, of the audience, listening in, tuning in, you will see a certain up at the start, and then it tapers down, and then so the interest of the public is not there when it becomes very, very technical, and only lawyers can appreciate what each side is doing. So my sense there is, the bigger part of this impeachment is really the public opinion, and creating those so many objections and technical what do you call this, tactics, may not be to the interest of the public, who wants to know ano ba yung evidence,
Right.
sino ba yung mga witness, meron bang violation. Yun lang naman, tatlo yun eh.
Kumbaga, nagtutune out yung mga tao because of some of the legalese. But of course, Ms. Malu, there were withdrawal of witnesses from the prosecution side. It was done yesterday and the other day. What do you think about it? What does this signal?
Well, I am surprised because Attorney Zulueta Lopez was supposed to be, how do you call this?
A hostile witness.
A hostile witness, thank you. A hostile witness of the prosecution. The fact that they surprised everyone with that, and there was a list, so many list of names, ako ang sense ko, it was propaganda eh. You come up with one charge, which is for them the biggest chance of conviction, which is grave threat, and then all of a sudden you withdraw the hostile witness. My sense there is the 2 witnesses presented by the prosecution was not able to establish intent. Bakit nagkaganon si VP? No? Parating tinatanong. Yung una, sinasabi niya wala daw siyang personal knowledge. Ito naman pangalawa, puro technical problems with the subpoena and the affidavit, and then, when once asked, do you think that there was intent? Sa palagay daw nila, may kinuha ng assassin pero wala siyang personal knowledge. Those are not conclusive, no? So, ang sense ko, yung pag-withdraw is Attorney Lopez will be able to say to the trial court that yes, I was there, yes, this happened to me, and that is why the vice president went to my custodian room and was able to say that. Kasi ang kailangan establish doon, bakit nagtawag ng press conference na madaling araw?
Right.
The intent was really to stop transferring Attorney Lopez to the Women's Correctional at Dawn. Bakit? So, yun yung hindi ko maintindihan ba't sila nag-withdraw, and then nag-withdraw sila in the middle of everything. Of course, they said, redundancy, surplusage, etc.
For them kasi na-establish na daw nila yung betrayal of public trust.
Pero dapat tinanong mo, bakit nagkaganon? Ba't yung utterances, no? Parating sinasabi ni Attorney Lotok, the utterances determines a pattern. So bakit nagkaroon ng utterances na ganon? Yun ang hindi natin nakita kasi kung pumunta dun yung si Attorney Lopez at saka yung isa kasi is I think Sergeant at Arms at the time.
Ng House of Representatives.
Oo.
Bello,
So
Captain Bello.
mako-connect mo dun sa ini-establish nung dalawang nauna. Ngayon, yung kay Matibag, that's a surprise. There's talk going around that he will claim that there is an assassin, but he cannot reveal it because of national security. So, it's weaponizing the whole process. Let's just establish what is the evidence, what are the evidence, and are the witness fit, and they have personal knowledge of what happened. Yun ang kailangan para hindi nagugulo yung nangyayari at naiintindihan ng taong bayan ano ba talaga itong grave threat.
You already mentioned a while ago the public want to know, and of course the public need to know. But with regard, by the end of yesterday's hearing, the defense complained about the prosecution's explanations on why they withdrew witnesses, and the impeachment court reminded both sides to stop explaining. But again, on the public side, for the people watching, that's how we understand, kaya siya hindi natatawagin dahil ganito. So can we get your stand on this?
Oo, alam mo, kasi napakahaba nung dalawang witnesses eh. Hindi ko maintindihan ba't inalaw na ganon kasi kung paulit-ulit na yung sagot, 'di ba? So sana na-explain rin sa public kung bakit nagwi-withdraw, hindi lang yung manifestation na ganon. Nasabi kung bakit surplusage, kung bakit redundant, kasi importante yun sa public. Kasi, di ba, ina-announce nila ang susunod ng mga witness, ito. So, yung publiko, naghihintay syempre yan. Kumukuha ng time kung ano man yung ginagawa nila para mapakinggan ano ba talagang nangyari. So, sa tingin ko, itong sa grave threat, walang klaradong na-establish. Unless, yun nga, they are able to present an assassin and there was a contract. The reason why I do not like the video to be played is because merong conclusion na sinabi si Attorney Lotok eh. It shows fitness to hold office. And that is a conjecture. Kailangan in-establish nila bakit naging ganyan si BP. Anong nangyari? Yun nga yung sinasabing mens rea or intent. Hindi naman napakita ng klarado.
Pero Malu, why is it still so important to establish context? Kasi kung tatanungin yung prosecution for them, na-establish na daw yung authenticity and the provenance of this video, and the mere utterance of these grave threats for them already constitute a violation of the Constitution and betrayal of public trust because the Vice President, as the second highest official of the land, is expected to conduct herself to a very high standard.
Yeah, well, the context is very important because of such a framing of such conclusion, no? That the Vice President has to show proper decorum, the language she used. You know, I hasten to say that tama yung sinabi ni Attorney Binluan. She is not here as the vice president. She is mother, sister, daughter. Lahat tayo ng mga Pilipino, in one time of our, siguro yung iba marami, sa akin marami, minsan nagwawala, minsan nagagalit, minsan may nasasabi tayo, but that is not the sum total of the character of the individual. Kasi kailangan kang bumabalik dun sa sinabi mo, Pauline, yung context. Kailangan makita. Bakit, kunyari, may nanaksak. Bakit nanaksak? 'Di ba? May nagalit, may nagtapon ng libro. Bakit nagtapon ng libro? Importante 'yon kasi hindi tayo pwedeng humusga base sa utterances lamang. Kailangan may proof. Kaya ang feeling ko dito sa charge number 4 na ginawa nilang una dahil sabi nila dito talagang madadapa si BP. Are you establishing the character to hold office? That is not impeachable. 'Di ba? What may be impeachable is ano bang nangyari? Nag-threaten. Yung threat ba ginawa? May nangyari ba? May namatay, may attempt. Yun ang evidence ay dapat dun binibigyan ng katibayan para maintindihan ng taong bayan.
But of course, Ms. Malu, other people would say na by providing context, does it justify the utterances, the threat na binigay ng Vice President to the President?
No. Point blank, no. But the context will tell you what is the frame of mind when she said those things. It doesn't justify threatening anyone in a democratic country, no? But you will always have to go back to bakit sinabi? Ano bang nangyari, no? At ang gusto ko nga sana pagkatapos ng prosecution makapag-present na ang defense kaso hindi yun ang napag-agreehan nilang sistema. Oo. So parang i-hold mo yung conclusion mo sa isip mo, hihintayin mo ang defense na bumalik para i-present yung witness nila on grave threats, no? At makikita doon lamang natin mako-conclude, oo, no? So right now it's kind of hard because you're just making a decision based on two witnesses who in my book one is not an expert and the other one did not investigate thoroughly the acts that are being alleged.
Yesterday, we also heard the oral arguments for both sides. And Representative Chel Jokno mentioned, Senator Alan Peter Cayetano back in the Corona trial as well. And I just wanted to ask you, how would you compare the current set of prosecutors and defense attorneys to those during the Corona and maybe the Estrada trials, and not just the prosecution and the defense, also the senator judges? Like, any similarities, marked differences?
Mahirap yung tanong mo, Cheska. Naku, maraming magagalit sa akin. Pero, I will try to answer. Yung mga prosecutor at defense dati, may gravitas eh. Yung mga senador, may gravitas. Pag tumayo, alam mong may laman at may sasabihin. Hindi ko sinasabing walang gravitas itong set. Pero even the way they deliver, the way they verbalize, articulate, they visualize the language so that Filipinos will be able to understand. Ibang-iba. Ito parang, I'm sorry to say, parang magkakabarkada, magkakaedad, batuhan sila.
Todo mo na, Miss Malu, wag ka na
I know,
maging
please
mabait.
don't hold back.
We wanna hear.
Di ba?
We wanna hear it from you.
Parang hindi hindi mo maiko-compare dun sa impeachment, yun na lang, hindi mo maiko-compare sa impeachment ni President Erap at ni CJ Corona, yung mga senator judge, no? Siguro it will take time for them to get the hang of it. Yung iba kasi hindi pa alam yung kung nabasa mo ba yung brief, naintindihan mo ba, no? Maraming catching up. At iilan lamang ang lawyers dito sa 20th Congress, unlike
Yeah.
before na maraming lawyers kaya
Right.
nakakapagtulungan, nasasabi kung ano. Ang nami-miss ko yung mga likes ni Justice Cuevas, 'di ba? Yung talagang may gravitas, um, si kahit nung panahon ni Estrada.
Salonga.
Yes, talagang talagang mga kuwan 'pag nagsalita, talagang may laman. Tapos kung ikaw yung sa prosecution or defense parang magugulat ka, iisipin mo, "Oo nga 'no, tama siya." So yun yung kuwan, walang elder statesman or stateswoman. Imagine if Miriam was alive and she's there. Imagine if Marcoleta was there. Wala yung razor sharp na batuhan eh. Lahat objection lang ng tapos magro-rule.
But also to be a fly on the wall at that caucus, ha?
Yes. Di ba? So, but this is what we have in the Senate. So, I hope they step up because the public is really, this is the first time kasi na Vice President sa ating parliament, sa ating impeachment history. At saka second time na ma-impeach. So, sana napaghandaan ng maayos.
Pero Malu, do you agree that aside from gravitas, ang hahanapin din dito ng taong bayan ay yung consistency mula sa senator judges? I'm asking that because Congressman Shell Diokno pointed out yesterday that during the Corona impeachment trial, Senator Alan Peter Cayetano actually supported the presentation of initial financial documents to be subpoenaed, diba? And yan din yung point of contention ngayon. So how do you think he will vote on this matter as well as the other senator judges na rin?
Alam mo, masyado lang direct yung maganda yung delivery ni Attorney
Diokno.
Chel Diokno at saka ni Attorney Mike Powa. Yung presentation nila crystal clear yung difference. Tama ka na si Senator Cayetano for the previous impeachment, ganun yung desisyon. I think they will have to debate on that publicly instead of going to caucus because caucus people are not there, people do not know what happened. So I'm looking at the Monday when they are able to question directly both Attorney Jokno and Attorney Fowa for their points. Yun lang mahirap kung titingnan mo si Senator Cayetano kasi yun yung position niya before. Magbabago ba siya? Depende. Siguro he will come up with elements why he will change his decision now. But yeah, you're correct. Historically, he made that motion and manifestation before.
Now, Balu, sabi nga nila na tapos napakahaba nitong oral arguments na to yesterday on the issue of the BIR box, kung dapat ba ipasapina ng impeachment court or not. But also, there's a shortcut to this. Why shouldn't the President write letter of request para matapos na ito? Or this will also look like the President is nangingialam, which in fact, sinasabi ng kampo niya na hindi naman daw sila nangingialam dito sa impeachment trial na ito.
Well, I mean, I'm going against that statement. Nangingialam sila. Nangingialam sila para mabawasan yung mga senator judges, no? Makikita mo talaga yung pangingialam at saka yung weaponizing the process. Having said that, tama ka, Angela, na ang presidente lamang ang pwede na magpabukas nun. Ang nagsalita na rin sila na pinag-aaralan ng Pangulo yung kung gagamitin niya yun na susulat siya sa BIR para buksan yon. Two things. Mahirap gawin dahil pag binuksan mo yan, lahat sunod-sunod na yan. So, pwede yang ma-invoke kahit dun sa flood control, no? Pangalawa, paano ang privacy? Kasi pag binuksan mo yan, si Attorney Mans Carpio ay private individual. So, yun yung medyo ticklish issue doon. Pero tama ka. The only way BIR will open that is if the President says so.
Alright, so marami pa tayong aabangan, ano? 86 more days to go in this 92-day impeachment trial.
Countdown ng Christmas.
Kumbaga parang
Wait lang.
one article impeachment done, almost done.
Almost.
3 more to go.
So, buti
So,
na lang,
we'll
kayo
see you.
ay may-
We'll see you again.
Yeah. So, salamat and good morning.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was political strategist Malu Tiquia.